quiet wards of Kamuzu Central Hospital, a young pharmacist is about to uncover a conspiracy. It starts with a peeling label, but it ends with a trail of stolen medicine, forged documents, and a question that haunts every ward in Malawi. Is the medicine meant to save you actually killing you?
Tikabile mujibadala mafuta ndebe tandizo enelela osati izithunga zimene anapangazwa ayi ifeyo ngati makolo tikuzikhabe okhumudwa chifukwa kuti tsogolola munthuyo ndikuzikhala kuti losadalirika kwenikweni ayi akuzikhabe mavuto ena timuno kuti ayi moyo kumene futi mankhwala changoti ngonongeka.
Mike is a type 1 diabetic. Without insulin, his body shuts down. But in early 2022, the insulin flowing into the veins of patients like Mike wasn't just sold, it was stolen.
They connive with public officials to steal expired medicine from a public hospital, Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital. They brand the medicine, put in new batches covering expired dates, putting in new expired dates, and supply that medicine to 5 public hospitals. This action directly leads to a situation where scores of lives are endangered, and this is ultimately sheer corporate greed.
The evidence we've sourced is undeniable. The regulator's own inquiry didn't just blame low-level thieves. It pointed to the heart of the company. It identified business manager Mr. Mayank as a central figure, fully immersed in a network of illegal dealers. The recommendation, a permanent shutdown. But when the file reached the board, justice hit a wall. Amidst allegations of a 60 million kwacha bribe and political pressure, the board blinked. Instead of a shutdown, a warning letter. Instead of a ban, a slap on the wrist. A company caught twice in 10 years was given a green light to keep trading. But this trail of blood didn't start in 2022. To understand GPSL, you have to go back to 2013 and a ward in Mzimba. Back then, they were Galaxy Pharmaceutical. They supplied antibiotics to pregnant women, and then newborns began to die. 5, maybe 6 infants, gone in days. Before investigators could seize the drugs, the company made them vanish. Today, even the paperwork is gone. The official investigation file was physically stolen from the regulator's office. It is a ghost case, dead children, a missing file, and a company that simply changed its name to keep the profits flowing.
The incident involved a product that was imported from unlicensed manufacturer and then supplied to, at that point was Mzimba DHO. The importer, who was the pharmaceutical wholesaler, had collected the product themselves without informing the authority. So there were about 3 problems that were identified. They needed to import a product from a licensed manufacturer, which they did not. This product was supposed to be registered, which was not. Upon identifying an incident at a facility, they were supposed to report to PMRA to coordinate recall, which had not happened. When the owner was called for a disciplinary, they had also indicated that they didn't have a product. The product had already been exported to the company that bought it from, which was the 4th problem. They could not have exported the product without the notice of the authority.
We've come to the headquarters of GPSL for answers. They aren't expecting us. After an hour of hushed conversations behind closed doors, we're ushered into the managing director's office. But Tarang Makecha won't face us. Instead, he's on the speakerphone. The interview is cut short the moment we insist on recording.
Now, is it because you want to change not to speak to me now because I've told you that I'm recording? But because you told me that you're going to speak to me now, but I should not record. Yeah, but if there's nothing to hide, let's continue the conversation. He didn't want me to record the interview, so he said he's going to write now the responses.
Okay.
Yeah, because thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Brother.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Nice to see you. Let me escort you and find out who it is for the gentleman.
There is nothing left to say. As we walk out, the irony is parked right at their dock. A government ambulance collecting fresh supplies.
For the expired insulin, I think there's also need for deeper investigation, especially by PMRI, because the understanding was, like what we understood was that the pharmaceutical company has shops, Lilongwe and Blantyre shops, and what was found in the wrong was the management of the Blantyre shop. But if this included the whole organization or company to be investigated, and if there's need for adjustment of any punitive measures that were meted out, that must be done.
In Malawi, nearly 15% of essential drugs are estimated to be fake or substandard. For the men in these elegant offices, it's just business. For Mike, it's life or death.
The same expired insulin that was provided to Common Central Hospital, that was given to Mike, could have been given to my own mother. In 2020, my mother was diagnosed with diabetes, and she has been attending clinic at the same hospital, at Common Central Hospital. Who knows? She might have been a recipient of this insulin. Yet this company continues to operate, not only after this incident. Back in 2013, the same company operating under a different name, Galaxy Pharmaceuticals and Surgical Logistics Limited, was found guilty of supplying antibiotics that are suspected to be fake to Nzimba District Hospital. Those antibiotics are suspected to have led to the deaths of 5 newly born babies. Before authorities could find out the truth about those drugs, this company connived with public officials to damage that consortium, that consignment of medicine. The company then stole the only existing file at PMRI to frustrate the investigation.